Okay. So when you think of that in a nutshell, if you ain't ready for what's coming, and I don't think Charlie Kirk expected that much. I think
He
a lot
spoke.
of
He
us
spoke on it,
should.
bro.
Well, he spoke on it, but I guarantee you,
Yes.
he thought nobody would touch him, and
If he
that's the
didn't think
reason
that, he
why he
would.
was.
If he didn't think that, he wouldn't have been wearing a fucking bulletproof vest.
Well, a bulletproof vest didn't save his life. He still had it
The
on.
bullet, the bullet ricocheted off the vest, bro, and popped his
But
neck.
if he knew what he knew, he know those kind of people don't take chest shots. So that
What kind
shows
of people,
you.
bro? What kind of people were they, bro?
See, those type of people, and that's what I'm saying, Trey. You trying to put DC in a compromised spot, and I ain't gonna let you do it today.
What I'm
We,
look,
we
bro.
all,
Hey,
we all know
Bumpkin,
who
can you,
we all
Bumpkin, can
know
you
who
tell?
they is.
Yeah,
because
can
we
you tell
have
us who they is,
competition.
Bumpkin? Who's they, Bumpkin? Do you know who they is?
Hey, bro. None of you know who they is, but you know who they are. Okay. Stop trying to sit here and act like it's not a. And your boy Trump, my man Trump, was talking about these people. Why you think they don't like him? The point I'm making to y'all is this is not a war. This is a war against Trump. He is fucking over certain white people. Trump is a butt mover.
I
He
feel
is
you,
not
man.
your typical white man. What
Pause.
he is, he's a actual true. He love his country, but it's also people who he is going up against that have been fucking this country up. Those people want his ass
You
dead
know
and
what,
the people
bro?
that associate with him.
Are you talking about
You
Kareem
know what, bro?
Abdul-Jabbar?
Back in the 1930s and 1940s, I had an uncle who tried to warn us of this stuff. R.I.P. to the great.
Hey man, they've been doing this for years, man. If y'all think that these people ain't out here taking out people, look, like I said, Charlie Kirk, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. I can name white people, black people, Chinese people. The people who can make a difference, they gonna take them out. They gonna take them out.
Yeah.
It happened before in Tartaria, but y'all don't want to talk about that.
It happened all the time in
No,
America. It
You
happened with,
finna say Tartaria?
but it's not.
SKC,
Our,
you
our
ain't
great,
shit. You ain't shit.
our great, our greatest uncle tried to warn us about it. Thank God, them speeches are being translated.
Hey man, see, it's some truth in every joke.
I'm not
I didn't
joking.
even see that. I didn't even see that as a joke. Oh, all right. Well,
Oh, wow.
okay. Listen, man. All right.
I do have a question for you, Bumpkin.
What's up, dude? What's up?
Were dinosaurs real?
I'm not answering that dumb fucking question
Why you can't answer that?
because I'm
Why?
not having.
Why do
this-
you
I'm not
feel?
having. I'm not
Let's
having
not
this
go down there.
discussion.
Hey, Hood asked me because Hood asked us not to go down this route on his channel.
Y'all don't find it amazing that certain people will have you have all the information on Charlie Kirk's murder, right? But dinosaurs, you for some reason put it like I'll tell you like
Come
this:
on, bro. Don't do it.
people
Do it,
still
bro.
think Jesus was walking like a human being.
I don't want to have
SKC,
these
you're a piece
dumb.
of shit.
No, what? Listen, I don't think y'all understand what I'm trying to say to
I'm
y'all.
trying to understand what you're saying about Black Jesus.
Look, man, let me tell y'all something, man. Dog,
Oh,
you got to open your mind a little bit more because it could be open where anything could fall in, and and it seems like that's what's happening,
I don't know what you're talking about, man. You too,
bro. What I'm telling y'all is stop believing everything that you see on these internets.
At this point, I think the only way my mind's going to be opened is with a 30
We've had drawdown battles.
See, DC, they don't want to open their mind
because we've had drawdown battles.
They don't want to open their mind, DC. They just want to talk about the people with their behind open.
About opening something else, man. That shit is a slippery slope, man. Y'all
I said open your mind, bro. I said don't limit yourself on thinking. Once again, I keep saying this. You are doing exactly what they want you to do. They know that you're not going to fight literally. You're going to fight socially. You're going to be here. You don't put no fear in none of their hearts.
Yo, who is this guy with this? Where were you when it was time to loot for justice?
Fuck I need to loot for?
You're in
I don't
the
need
gulag,
to loot
bro.
shit. Looting ain't gonna do nothing. Looting gonna fuck up the neighborhood where I live at. See? You see the difference here? See how I'm using my shit?
You gonna be hiding behind the curtains while you telling everybody else you
He's
they ain't
conservative
shit.
as fuck, yo.
Hold
So
on,
what do I need to loot for? If I loot, I still gotta go to that store next week.
Hold on. Loot for justice? Hold on.
Loot for justice.
Hold on.
Oh man, that's
roll
beautiful.
back.
Yeah,
I
that's
ain't
what
never
he
heard
said.
that one before.
You say loot for justice?
I ain't never heard that. That's beautiful.
Y'all know.
Loot for justice.
The fuck are you talking about loot for justice? You're telling me it's ingrained in your culture to steal shit? Is that what you're telling me right now?
I feel like Pootie Tang at the end, man. Like, did I say wrong?
Yeah, this Bama joking.
The fucking steal shit?
Yeah, this Bama joking right here. Yeah, he tripping. He tripping. Hey man, much respect to y'all. Hey, salute to y'all. I'm gonna tap out, but I want to end y'all with this, man. You know, I respect y'all, and all I'm saying to y'all is, fellas, you know, you better stand for something, or you're gonna fall for anything. All right, and please, and I'm begging everybody on this panel, please do your research on assassinations of people like Charlie Kirk, and watch. You see that you'll see him running for president.
Hey, real quick though, before you dip.
You broke up. I can't hear you.
Because the internet doesn't want anybody to hear him.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone.
Damn,
But I do have a question before you go, DC. Why don't anybody want to answer that dinosaur question?
Because
man, you know why? You ready for this? Because you know that you would have to lie to yourself. Like I said, when dinosaurs was here, what the hell did they eat? And to say that they was just extinct, like it been snakes here, elephants here, bears, all that stuff been here. But them motherfuckers just disappeared. Okay?
I'll answer
now,
the dinosaur question if you answer the question of why the sky is blue.
The sky is blue because of rays and shit like that.
Going now.
And that's you can't lie about the sky being blue. But you can lie about them clouds in the sky though. When I see them planes.
Can you lie about getting to the moon?
Yeah, you can lie about getting to the moon.
All right,
hey, let me ask y'all a question.
Can y'all hear me now? Hey, DQ, can you hear me now?
I mean, the moon thing was a lie, though. So I mean, yeah.
See,
they pretty much told you that they didn't go to the moon, and people still push the same lie.
I got a question for you on assassinations. Hey, real quick about assassinations.
Yeah,
you still with me?
Yeah.
You know that famous one of the president. You know, JFK.
Okay.
Did the shot come from inside the car?
Hell no. You know where the shot came from somebody else.
You ain't down the rabbit hole. You need to go back and look at the original video.
So hold up. I've seen that video where they try to say somebody shot him in the car. But and once again, I'm showing you again.
Who did they say shot him?
If I want to send you off the trail, I'm gonna put some shit out there to send you off. You know he ain't get shot in that car, okay? He got shot from a long distance.
I've been to that spot many a time, bro. I've been on the grassy knoll. I've been there. I can nail you between the eyes at 400 meters, bro.
Hey, listen, I'm not disagreeing with you on that. But stop trying to make it look like nothing has a conspiracy connected to it. Once again, I tell you, just pull up the word conspiracy and put it on the screen right now and watch what it'll say. It doesn't say fake.
Trey,
who am I talking about? Where'd that shot come from?
I don't know who the shot came from. I will never know.
I thought it was an Indian that shot him, Trey.
It was Woody Harrelson's daddy. That's why he was putting in natural born killers. Y'all don't pay attention to the symbols.
Hey, watch the uncut video. I don't know why she.
God damn, dude! You need to get out of
I'm subscribed to the channel. I'm subscribed to the channel. I'm about to be a member, man. I keep listening to y'all. Much respect to y'all, and you know I catch y'all. Stay up, be up, and keep doing your information searching. All right, peace.
Thank you so much for that. Yeah, thank you, DC, bro.
Oh my god!
I blame you for that, SKC.
You guys are just mean to guess with new ideas and different ways of seeing the world. You guys are awful. So close-minded.
Because it's just crazy to think that some things are just what they are.
I didn't even touch the subject.
I mean, like, what are we gonna do about this transgender militia thing?
The problem, Snowman, is that you need to take Occam's razor and then just flip it, and we're on the other side of that. That's why you don't understand what we're talking about.
Okay, so
Occam's
SKC, this showing that you just pulled as
Is that like
forever.
Jeanette?
You've lost the fucking stop sign argument forever now.
Hey, it's fun to play on the opposite team every now and again.
yeah,
No,
yes, Sunrise
pause.
Groper. I've noticed that. Yes, Sunrise Groper. I'm gonna be real. What do you do about the transgender militia? Well, the Constitution would say build your own militia because they're allowed to have a militia and you're allowed to have a militia. So prepare. I don't know if anyone owns if you own rifles.
So you pro
AR.
gang?
Yeah, bro. I'm pro tribing up. Yes, as the Constitution would indeed incline that you should do.
So-
Yes.
So I don't know how to word this right. I don't want to take that conversation there. So,
Wait.
Okay.
Repeat that.
He's pro gang. That's okay. All right.
I'm not. That's not pro gang. You think getting into a group of people are a gang? I
Guns,
think.
yeah. Guns, money,
Yeah, that's a
only way-
gang.
in a group of
That's a
people.
gang.
That's the only way black folk can process that information.
That's fucking wild to me.
What's the difference between the militia and the
That's
what's
fucking
the
Listen,
wild
I've been
to me.
studying this.
though?
I have been studying this phenomenon for a while,
They see-
and I've
they
been
see a
noticing
group of
there's a
people-
need to.
With
y'all
guns,
Yes,
and they
yes.
think gang, bro. It's fucking wild. It's wild. How?
When you put a bunch of people with guns, money, and drugs, isn't that a gang?
We
No,
talked about this the
Lowest
other
common
day.
denominator.
and people.
We talked about this the
What's
other
the difference
day.
between the militia and the
Conservative.
gang, though? I'm not mad at you.
That
You see,
people
I'm not-
Drive-bys.
No. You got to remember that people within Das Communitas do not have the ability to make distinctions between things. You know,
I
it's
can't make a distinction.
At this point,
Yeah,
so-
that
Abstract.
gangs
It's
are called-
abstract
The
concepts.
white gangs are called militias, and the black gangs are called criminals and thugs.
Right.
see
These two
Because-
abstract concepts are
because
exactly
the
alike.
white militias are going outside and just training in a field somewhere, and the black gangs are selling crack to 9-year-olds. Yes, absolutely.
The militias
One of
sell
them are
crack.
fucking gangs,
That makes them
and one of
exactly
them are
alike.
people
Right.
just training with guns, homie.
Stop acting like militias ain't selling meth. Come on, man.
Bruh, name one
Especially the
militia that's
biker
selling that.
ones. Especially the
Where do
biker
you
ones.
think-
That's their specialty.
Biker ones
Where
are
do you think that
militias, bro.
16
Biker
How do you think they pay for the
Bumpkin, how do you think
16,000 rounds?
Yeah, how do you think they stay up all weekend and train if they ain't on meth?
Right.
Oh,
Somebody's
15
got to pay
Yo,
for
man,
that
I'm
16,000
not
rounds,
hearing
bro.
you right
If you
now.
took
I'm
them off
ignoring
meth, they
you.
shot would be talking about.
Ammunition is not cheap.
About that.
Ammunition is not cheap. You got to make that money somehow.
Real
Oh my
talk.
god, they're peeling houses for copper for ammo money. That's fucking crazy, dude.
Yes, bro.
That's the only way that they can
We
do
know
it.
what's going on.
Where else are they getting the money from, there, Bumpkin?
Right.
Hey,
right.
I got-
Browns out there drinking all them beers. God damn it.
I just
And-
want to say
and you
scrapping has
think
been a lucrative business for buying ammo.
How you think all this fentanyl meth make it through the heartland?
See, from Dave's perspective of Bumpkin, the police are a gang.
Of course they are.
Yeah, they sell. Yeah.
The first gang, technically, in America.
Wait. Does that mean Boy Scouts are gangs? Because they have
Yes.
gangs?
Yeah, exactly.
no,
It's a youth gang.
Boy Scouts is gangs, man. You don't see the gang signs. You don't see the
You
media.
mean to tell me brownies are gangs now?
They
Always
go out.
them
They go out
cookies
to the
is
woods
like-
to get jumped in.
Are Jehovah's Witnesses gangs?
Does that mean when I go to summer camp, I'm in a
Yeah,
gang?
the Jehovah's Witnesses definitely, because they be knocking on your door.
Oh yeah, Jehovah's Witnesses and the Mormons, they're the biggest gangs. Oh yeah.
That's God gang.
But like hashtag summer life.
Ain't none of
Hashtag
y'all tougher than them.
going to summer
That's
camp.
the God gang is wild.
Look, the whole Witnesses are so gangster, they'll come up to your damn door when you at home and still ring your doorbell and say, we want to go ahead and talk to you about Jesus.
Hell yeah.
Hey, did you know you can, did you know you can get online and request for the Jehovah's Witness to visit any one of your choice?
Yes, you can.
All right,
Yes,
that-
you can.
And
Oh,
what I
that
learned,
is
what I learned, Bumpkin, is that all things from Das Communitas can be filtered in by gangs. Once you understand what gangs are, then you can understand all of the world.
I'm just saying, yeah.
1776 was nothing but a huge gang war.
It was. That is true. That is true. You know what, SKC? I'm glad you understanding this.
The French Revolution.
Major differences. It seemed like you hit that eureka moment.
The French Revolution was a gang war.
It was.
This is why at no point does the community need to have control over the education community.
Thank you.
United States. This is why under no circumstance do they ever need to be in control of any apparatus of the goddamn educational system. Because at the end of everything being the gangs, it would be taught in schools that 1776, the Revolution of the United States,
was the Bloods and the Crips.
Was no different than the Bloods and the Crips. Fuck off.
Why?
It goes deeper than that, Bumpkin.
Yeah. Why stop at the education system?
It goes deeper than that, Bumpkin.
That's the same thing. They just didn't tie it around their head. Red coat, blue coat, same thing.
Right, they had red coats.
Hell, look at gangs in New York, man. We the neighbors around this bitch.
I'm acting like you don't understand this, Bumpkin.
Oh.
So what are the Germans? What's
one of the greatest Americans
that Nicaragua? Is the green coats like the Germans? Are they considered Trinidad at this point because of the green shirts?
No, they're vice lords.
Ah, okay. We'll make this work.
That's crazy.
You gotta get rid of
see, that's crazy.
Bumpkin, when you go back in history, Bumpkin, and you learn about the Greek city-states, the Panhellenic island nations.
Right.
All of that was just a gang war.
It was.
There was different gangs on different islands, and then they all linked up with one another, and they fought against the enemy.
Yep.
So are you?
That's what the Bloods did to the
wait, real quick.
That's what the Bloods did.
Slavery was a gang war.
You said what?
Are you saying slavery was a gang war? Because it was.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
hey man, the Seminole Wars. Look up the Seminole Wars. That was gang all day.
Bumpkin, I think your point's been made.
Yeah. Well,
he didn't know.
They wanted to call it tribal warfare.
He didn't know that, but
they wanted to call it tribal warfare, but it wasn't tribal warfare because the other ones came over here with guns and.
So wait, Vulcan, if black people just changed their name to militia, we'd be that'd be A-okay?
The Crusades were a religious gang war.
Yeah, that's definitely true. That's definitely true. And they was battling with their lit. They was wearing their lit on their chest.
They was rocking red crosses. They was rocking red crosses with white shields and slaying everybody that didn't believe in what they believe in.
So World War II was just a worldwide gang war then.
All of those different flags that they would hold up, those were nothing but their gang signs. That's
it's so funny.
Gang bang. We put it on Yahweh. Even my own ancestors, we was out there gang banging in the deserts and all that good stuff. So we've been saying on Yahweh all day.
Man, this conversation has went so far left.
Let me jump in for a second. Let me jump in for a second here.
They was back then. They was slanging. Look,
let me make a few points, please.
And putting it on the Pope on phone now.
The thing I'm listening to, the thing I'm hearing right now, and this is why I know SKC is going. I know where you're going with it, but we've been talking about this for a while. And this is one of the weird resentments that I think Black America looks at with white America. Like, y'all got the police, why we can't have the game? And it's how do you even speak to that?
They got literal gangs. They got all this shit. They just don't want
to
say
but like
they make little fancy words like militia. And
there is nothing stopping you. Okay, there is nothing stopping you.
No, we're a social club. We in the gang. We're a social club.
We're a social club.
I don't like that. I don't like that one for a reason. But
hell, that's how all the gangs in Chicago thought we was all social clubs.
You don't want to allow everybody in, man.
I don't like that one for a specific reason. Snowman knows why, but specifically, right? The difference is you're doing stuff legally. That's the difference. You're doing stuff by the book and legal. Like a militia is legal until they start running drugs,
Or raiding the Capitol.
or yeah, sure, why not? Actually, it's legal. It's actually
or being accused of trying to kidnap and assassinate a sitting governor.
Right.
Well, that's why the gangs say that they go to war, because then the laws change because they're under wartime.
Yeah, but like the gangs will be like, we tried to sell crack rocks, and then the police came through and said we can't do that, and arrested us. Now we can't. Now we're going to war.
That's why it's called the war on drugs.
So it's technically just a gang war then.
Because that's what makes it a war on niggas.
Oh my God! This fucking war map is something else.
Wasn't it your all gang that created biological chemical warfare and the invention of the crack rock, trying to destabilize a community? That was like dropping a bomb on people. Bro, that was y'all gang.
Who actually mixed up cocaine and baking soda for the first time?
Who actually mixed up cocaine and baking
soda for the first time?
Probably Hispanics.
Yeah, who did that?
Baking soda.
Probably Hispanics.
Probably Colombian.
Hispanic woman that was trying to clean something and mix two things together.
It was whites in California.
Trying to clean their kitchen and was like, God damn, this shit hits hard, I don't know.
She probably had a small bag, and then she probably's like, oh, I got a stain I got to clean. I'm going to pour some baking soda, and they mix.
I know Hispanic women use bleach for fucking everything, so.
Africa always talks about making all sorts of things and being the mother of all civilization and everything, but they never talk about any drugs that they made.
I don't think they're really good with chemistry, bro. I'll be real with you.
Or making roads. I don't know.
So no, they don't deal with chemistry, but they can actually pick and pluck certain fruits that give them a certain feeling that will actually heal them. But no, what white people do, they say, hey, let's not try it. Let's add a little extra and give it to them. Let's see what it does to them first. And then they start trying it.
Actually,
when people start to like it,
you realize that rocking up cocaine is actually taking the impurities out of it and making it more pure.
Oh man, you think so?
Exactly what it's doing.
That's exactly what it's doing.
Angry Snowman's a white man that does drugs. I think he knows these things.
Oh well, I ain't say that part. I don't know what he do in his fun time. I ain't say that. But it is what it is.
Hood keeps dropping out and coming back in. He's trying to find the courage to have this conversation right now.
No, I thought we were going to continue with the flattening of history. I like that. It's it's very easy.
That's what this sounds like.
Yeah, it makes it very easy to understand difficult concepts and complex things when you just flatten it like that. So I like the whole everything is just a gang. They had their colors, their signs, and different things. And doesn't that make history a lot easier for everybody to understand? Maybe that's the purpose of DEI. Maybe the subjects really aren't that difficult.
So are you saying that you're an advocate for AAVE being taught in schools, SKC?
Yes. Yes. I have my reasons, but yes.
They're calling this ATG. Everything's a gang, bro.
Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. It's gonna be all right, white people. Let me tell you this though. Before all you white people and you colored people get your draws tied up in a knot, we have been in this land working with each other for centuries. You can never separate from the colored folks, Mr. White Man, because other people outside of this country don't like you. They only deal with you because of commerce and what you can provide. The moment they don't need you anymore, you will have to crawl back down to the Negroes.
Hey, just remember, they don't like you either.
Yeah, they really don't like you.
But I'm gonna tell you this though. But we are everywhere We are
At the end of the day, Rooster, you're still an
every nook
American.
and crack.
Sir,
Look, in every nook, crack, crevice, or corner.
Respectfully, you are still an American and a piece of shit to everyone else, just like we are.
I don't think. Look,
hey, listen.
I think
I'm done
like
with
this,
it.
right? They think, look, if I go on a trip and you go on a trip and we walk off the reservation, in their mind, when they see a colored person, oh, we can't get much money for him. Let him go on, drink Coca-Cola, have fun. But when they're walking, when you walk off the reservation over in other countries, know what they're saying? Rich white man. Let's see how much we can. Let's see if we can pull Trump legs and see how much he's gonna pay for his American back.
I just got a quick. What happens when they kill the white farmers and then they have no more food?
We've seen what happens when they kill the white farmers. What are we talking about?
I'm waiting for the day.
Ain't shit gonna happen. We got black farmers. And they ain't complaining about shit. We got black farmers.
That's funny.
The hell?
Hey, what you growing?
No, that's reality.
How much land you got?
Oh my god. Oh my
We
god.
got. I actually know black farmers.
What strain you growing? What strain you growing?
What strain you growing?
What strand? Ain't no strand. No. What strand? What strand of corn or soybean they growing?
Hey, King Rooster.
What
What's the
field of
farmer's
Milo they
almanac, bro?
growing? What field of cotton are they growing?
This exact conversation happened in Zimbabwe.
Yeah, like it's exactly the conversation that happened in Zimbabwe. It's like there's black farmers, white farmers go away. Why are we starving? Like I don't fucking get it, man.
Farming is not just.
But look. Even with the black farming this deal, right? White farmers are crying right now, and black farmers are saying, okay, because they never received none of the benefits. They always got kicked down to the bottom, so they had to get it out the mud. It's white people.
I can't go with you.
It's you white people.
I can't go with
that
you
are mad at the black farmers right now.
I'm telling you. You know why? You know why I can't go with you on this with Rooster?
Are you saying that black farmers don't get the same benefits as white farmers in America?
Not all. If they do get it,
it will never be all, bro. There are white farmers that don't get benefits as well. It will never be all, dude. That's a ridiculous statement. It will never be all.
Didn't I say not all? I did just say it, not all.
Okay, then what? And then what is the argument about? Because not all. Yeah, not all people get benefits.
I'm just speaking from what I know in real life. I know some real black farmers. So if white farmers would just decide to stop, hey, I know black farmers.
I have a question, Rooster. I have a question, man. Serious question. So in Jackson, during the time of like the Obamas and different things, they had this the food desert thing, and there was making that a big thing. It was like Michelle Obama's big, I guess, first lady initiative. And they would feature cities like Jackson, Mississippi, and so forth. But one of the things I found interesting about that is that you had Jackson, Mississippi, that was saying that they had food deserts, but they're sitting on the Mississippi Delta, which is some of the most fertile land in all of America.
Listen, bro, that was a lie.
Why can't they farm?
The white folks pitch, bro.
Because farming is not just planting stuff into the ground and hoping it grows. There's skill involved. There's a lot of There's a lot of regulation you have to go through. It's a pain in the ass. It's not an easy thing to do.
But Bandit, these are people that were just not too far removed from working on plantations.
How many of y'all out there know what a color packer is?
There's a difference between
what packer?
Being a worker and
never mind then.
What did you talking about? A cotton packer? Like with put it down, he said color packer. You talking about a trailer that goes down the field and they dump the cotton in and they compress it into like bales and they send it to the gin and all that? What did you talking about? I didn't hear what he said.
Hey, Bumpkin, all I got to say is my point was proven.
Oh my lord!
No, I didn't hear what he said. He said a color packer. What the hell?
That's what I said. A color packer.
I'm about to get ignorant, dude.
Oh.
Anybody that's spent more than 10 minutes on a farm knows what a color packer is.
Yeah, I was gonna say this sounds like some farm knowledge. Some
That's
city
some
boys ain't
old.
gonna know that.
Nah, people don't even use that damn word. That's some old shit that his
Nope,
papa
used at the beginning. It's used at the beginning of every planning season.
They don't use it nowhere.
It's used at the beginning of every planning season, sir. It's what they use after they till up the land. They use it to put rows in the fucking field. That way they can plant. That's what a cultipacker is.
Well, that's some old shit that you call it. They got new names on the side of this shit, brand new. Motherfucker ain't calling
They
this
used to
shit
call
no
it.
old.
Yeah,
They ain't calling
they
them
used to
old
call
Jim
it a
Crow
nigga, bro.
terms.
That's what they used to
Well,
call it. It was a nigga doing that back in the day.
but guess what? And I'm gonna tell you this. He talking about niggas in the field. Bro, ain't no hardly no black people in no damn field. Guess what?
And that's why I don't believe there's any black farmers.
These people got jobs now.
How can you be a black farmer and not be in the field? How can you be a black farmer and not be in the field, dude?
Majority of the people working on the field is them ignorant ass, young ass white boys that go to a goddamn community college and they study agricultural science and they bring their stupid ass around black people
It's called
who have been
horticulture.
doing it.
It's called horticulture.
Who've been doing it all their life. And the only thing they do
like
is put that little white boy on a goddamn John Deere that's ran by satellite imaging, bro. That's
It's not.
he
Oh
think
my
he
God!
runs some shit.
You know, like with corn, you have to like wait for the right amount of water or humidity in the corn for
all of that
to
shit
get a
is
good
genetically
price.
mutated,
It's
bro.
not. It's not simple. Like we can just.
It's actually a science behind farming.
They go by the calendar, bro. The calendar. The calendar is tell you right time. Because you got early corn, you got late corn. You
What's
got
the
early
calendar
beans, you got late
called?
beans,
What's
bro.
the calendar called?
You trying to test my knowledge of anything? Man,
oh my! Like when you
look,
when you're
by
when
me,
you're
look.
corn,
Okay, this proves my point. By me not knowing all them goddamn cracker terms, that lets you know that I ain't that field nigga that y'all play around with.
Hey, the calendar he's talking about, they almost had one in Back to the Future too.
They using
it went by the same name almost.
They
same
use
word.
field terms.
Hold on. I feel like I should end the stream. The white guys are getting a little too happy right now. We have to stop the bleed. We have to stop the bleed. The white guys are getting excited. They're getting ideas and shit.
No.
Hood services. What they doing is they using all them other in-house terms that they was taught by their papa and their mimo that lets you know who these people really are. Because the average black person don't know those terms because we don't deal with them.
Rooster, as important as farming is to the idea of civilization and survival in general, the fact that we would devolve into calling it white people terms, it makes my heart hurt.
Yeah,
that's the terms that they look.
It should just be human. It should be human terms, bro. Organized farming is so important to any civilization.
Well, Bumpkin, if you are that smart,
that it is almost a
prerequisite
y'all
to
talk
know
about
these the black
terms
community or the white community. Y'all should be talking about humans. Y'all should be talking about humans.
They didn't put it down in writing. They taught it by oral tradition.
No, they didn't.
So they didn't need a.
And know what they call it? They call it heritage. It was in their heritage, in their lineage, to use those old terms. When they say, "Let me tell you a joke," they think they getting over you by you not knowing them words. It's just letting you know how far removed you are from the plantation and how close they are to it. If you don't, bro, you crazy.
Rooster, you know what silage is? You know what silage is?
Yeah. Have you guys?
I don't give a damn what none of that shit is.
Have you guys looked at a test from 1930 and today, when you actually the average person would look? It would be a multi-level test about a farm, saying like, okay, you can raise how many hectare-acres? What's the best way of maximizing the profit? When you have to grow these 3 items, and this is
he said, what'd you call me? A hecto what? What'd you call me?
A hecto
I showed that on screen. You had to actually know shit back then in school, bro. There wasn't no.
Hey, dude, I remember learning all that stuff in FFA.
Yeah,
I'm just like this.
Know why they taught them that? Because the same way they run that cattle is the way they counted the head of slaves, bro. They teach them that shit because it's in their bloodline to try to run animals, livestock.
I'm out.
talk about black folks like that, bro. They was trying
I'm
to tell
out.
y'all how to.
I'm
They
out.
were telling them
No.
how to count the head of animals, bro.
No.
Which was humans.
You can't leave. You already in the vehicle, man.
No, I'm popping that door and I'm rolling out onto the highway.
Dude, you're staying.
We're going like 190 on the road.
Because I'm telling
Yeah, I'm aiming for a bush, sir. I'm aiming for a bush. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
This is brutal.
Well, let me take a stab at it. Hold on. Let me take a stab at it. Rooster, are you saying that it is in the white man's blood to categorize the world and then organize and effectively dominate the world? Are you saying it's in the white man's blood to just run shit?
Okay. Why would you ask that question when you can look at National Geographic? They will.
Well, history shows that we've done it.
Look, they won't let a
history shows that we've done it really well.
Tiger fish, right? They won't let a lion be in Africa be a lion. They got to go over there and fuck with it. They won't let black people be up in black people. They got to come some kind of way, find their way across the track. Even in mythological stories like Wakanda,
kind of like how black people found their way across the track with Charlie Kirk.
They had to find a way to sneak a white man into Wakanda because it was too irresistible. Black folks got all this technology.
The fact that you don't have the fact that you can't value the idea of going over somewhere and like figuring out why something works the way it works, why nature works the way it works. The fact that you can't value
idea
that.
Of getting bit by a shark and continuously taking my ass back in the ocean.
Yeah. Your fear of learning about nature is why you.
My respect.
That's it,
and
bro.
Leaving shit alone. Y'all white folk can't leave shit alone.
We tried. We made a country called Liberia.
And every time y'all left something alone, y'all died off by y'all.
Right, why do you need science when you just leave it alone? Exactly.
Y'all didn't even want to look. Y'all didn't want to even keep smallpox to yourself. You went over there and took the shit to the Indians. They was doing just fine, but you had to go take your ass over there peeping in them folks.
So what's your point?
Yeah, you guys couldn't keep AIDS to yourself, man. You went over there and messed around with a monkey in Africa and brought it back to America.
White man, y'all invented that shit. Y'all motherfuckers over there eating the fucking bushmeat.
Man, we invented AIDS, man. Shit. I'm done. This is a dumb conversation, bro.
Where did Ebola come from?
Ebola came from
drinking drip water off the wall.
We still blame you, white man. White man, we hold you accountable for the Black Plague. We mad for you even calling it the Black Plague. It was all white people that was dying from it, first of all. And then, you know what I'm saying? You kept on bringing this shit back, after century.
Yeah, and you guys taught us how to wipe our ass and take baths and not live with our fucking livestock.
Are we having the same fucking conversation right now? I said AIDS and Ebola. They're talking about the Black Plague. What the fuck are we talking about now? We're talking about a plague. We're talking about a plague that happened. A plague that happened like 3 centuries ago. I'm talking about AIDS and Ebola that happened literally 20 to 30 years ago. What the fuck
you know where AIDS and Ebola came from? White folks going into the jungle, finding gorillas and trying to screw everything. And they came back with some shit.
These motherfuckers make everything white people call, bro. I swear to God. I swear, dude.
A white ape got with a dark ape in the goddamn jungle. They made love and
hold on. Theoretically, right?
I am an actual comedian, though.
I'm a stand-up comedian. Hold on. I have a question. Theoretically speaking, if gorillas were open to human advances, don't you think that people that were already living there would have found that out first?
Shit, they did find it out. That's why a lot of them, when they stopped getting that ass up.
They did find out. That's why they still got mud huts over there to this day.
Why did it take white people to stop Ebola?
Because they are scared. Because people are scared of fucking caves and shit on the other side, bro. What do you want from us? What the fuck do you want from us?
We are very exploratory people. We like to go out and do shit.
I see that shit all the time too. Like, why are white people climbing mountains? Why are white people going in caves called Satan's asshole? I don't know, bro. Maybe in Satan's asshole, the cave, there's a flower in there that cures cancer, homie. No one fucking knows because people are afraid to go in there. No one knows.
There's a whole movie about that.
Afraid to do these things.
There was literally a movie about that with Sean Connery and some girl, and they were in South America trying to find a cure for like cancer, and it was in some fucking ants. Right at the end of the movie, he was like, "God damn it, we gotta find these ants," and they could never find the ants again.
This is my first time interacting with Bunk, and this has been kind of fun. I'm curious as to how he found these more melanated spaces online.
My life has been hell ever since I found Fight Club.
I
found Fight Club. I got introduced to the blackosphere.
Yeah, dude. And once you get used to it, dude, once the black manosphere or blackosphere is in your algorithm, you can't get rid of it. It's like cockroaches.
Once you go black,
dude, I've been trying to get out of this algorithm for 5 fucking years.
I'll just be scrolling through YouTube, bro, and it'll be a YouTube legend popped up, and it's a straight FBA stream. I'm like, fuck it, I'll jump up.
So do you mind, Hood, if I ask some questions to our white brethren here? We have 3. I'm just curious. Out of you 3, what are like the top 2 most asinine viewpoints that comes out of the more black spaces of YouTube that you've come across?
That white people ain't
that white people have created that black people have invented everything except gay and racism.
That's true. That's a really asinine point. We was the real Native Americans. That's a really asinine point.
Oh, that they were already here.
Yeah, the pretendian thing.
Yeah, the pretendian thing. Start calling them.
Yeah, we sprouted out the ground somewhere in the Mississippi Valley.
Right.
My biggest one is probably not allowing you to speak. You tirade for 20 minutes and then you have like 5 seconds to say a thought and then another 20-minute tirade. It's like you want to have a discussion, that's fine, but it should be a two-way street. That's my biggest beef.
Oh yeah, Red Illusion. That's a good one. I'm not gonna say it because of Hood Services channel, but Red Illusion at 4:21 p.m. That's a really asinine point I've heard.
Yeah, same here.
Wow,
I hear that a lot.
This is getting interesting.
I hear that one a lot.
This is your fault. This just turned into a "what do you hate about the niggas" conversation.
No, I think
you have to own this.
I think it's
ask me what I like. Ask me what I like about them. It's a shorter list.
I think it's a conversation that needs to be had.
No. This is more fun. This is more fun. This is why Charlie died, so we can be honest.
And this is the reason why I think that these conversations need to be had is because there are so many black people that truly do not understand what white people actually don't like about them.
You ever try to explain genetics to someone like Jay Prince?
Another thing that I don't
know, and I think that you're insane for trying it.
Yeah.
Why? Okay,
but it's a funny conversation to watch, though. It's great comedy.
Here's one for you. Why do I have to have empathy for everybody's race, but when there's anything that involves me, that something bad happened to my race, it's always someone else. It's always my fault. I never understood that.
Actually, my favorite argument.
Yeah, well,
because this goes to what Bandit's saying, really honestly, because my favorite argument is this whole white people need to acknowledge all the atrocities of their past. Like, what more do white people have to do to acknowledge what their ancestors did that were fucked up? How much more do we have to come out and say it, teach it, acknowledge it, notice it, mention it, talk about it? I mean, what do we got to do? Shit it out on a fucking plate for them and serve it to them? I mean, what the fuck do they want?
Well said.
It's more. That's the answer. More.
I realize this as I've been paying attention. The idea of white supremacy, it does hinge on the idea of white people being morally superior beings.
Yes.
So, like, when they call you to do reparations and atone for they're calling you to be morally superior beings. So it's a weird acknowledgement of your superiority while hating you for it at the same time. It's a fucked up, odd position.
I mean, is it really? I mean, don't they go around brag how much they colonized the world, how much they gave people so-called civilization, but when we throw that in their faces and whatnot, ask them go ahead and do that same.
Yeah, but you guys don't appreciate the colonized world that we gave you.
Well, because it has some drawbacks, Mr. White Man. Yeah, we thank you for helping us so-called purify the water. Even though y'all gave us the worst thing, even though it's kind of like the best thing at the same time, farming. Thank y'all.
You wouldn't know what ice is if it wasn't for white people.
Hold on. Are we really resenting farming now? Is that where we got to start the list of grievances?
Wait,
You gave us farming.
Even
Fuck
before
me.
that,
We fed them. That's a
me all the
problem.
way.
And we fed them.
He said
Look,
they hated water
Look,
purification.
You know what? Literally, that is literally the problem. You niggas overfed Africa, and now Africa is the only continent with excess population growth, and all of Africans need a place to go.
I blame all the shit on Sally Struthers.
That too.
Hey,
Fucking bitch.
hey Mister, I got
farming is the worst thing to happen to the human civilization because the simple fact it brought on disease. Y'all gotta understand, farming was not supposed to be our thing. We supposed to be a nomadic people, no matter the race. We supposed to keep on moving and flowing as time goes on. We ain't supposed to.
There is no progress in that. That is a limited population. That is a limited population. There is no progress in that. You need stability to have progress. Why is this a difficult thing to fucking understand? I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. You can't be a fucking nomad. That's why the Native Americans didn't goddamn progress and they were steamrolled by people that had goddamn guns. Because there's no, you can't. Bro, you can't have a goddamn factory making fucking guns if every goddamn season you're moving with the winds, bro. Like, what the fuck are we talking about right now?
The sun is going down, big guy. The sun is going down, big guy. It's sunset. No, you know the fucked up thing is we were talking about FKC and I had a great laugh about this because that whole week where African time was getting talked about, and we really got to the heart of the problem, and it's very conceptual. A lot of folks apparently cannot conceive of particular abstract concepts. So, like, not only the practice of farming, but then now the value of farming, right? Because these are two different layered things. First you farm, and then you realize how dope it is, so you do it even more, and you plan around it, and you celebrate for it, right? Because the conceptual realities are so difficult for some people to grasp. It is basically it's a chasm that you cannot cross. There's no way to really make up for this shit.
Hood, you remember the conversation we had on
question to Mr. real quick
on the development of an alphabet? and people couldn't understand why it was important.
Mister, I'm going to give you a hypothetical, okay? If you could click your fingers and white people never colonized Africa and today you're at the same technology before white people, would you go back living that lifestyle or would you rather have life as today? You have two options. Keep everything that's happened currently or click your fingers and everything reverts back to before white people came to Africa.
White people never left Europe.
Yep. Well, what would you rather have?
Damn, that's a fucking trick question. I mean,
not a trick question.
It really is. I mean, it's a trick question. You know, can I buy a vowel or something? You know what I'm saying? Can I get ask somebody for
a friend? You can't buy a vowel. You can phone a friend.
All right.
How much are you willing to live without, Mr. O?
Yes, like, are you willing to live like without roads, with living in mud huts? You know,
y'all do know that Black Americans that did invent majority of our appliances in America, right?
There wouldn't be no Black Americans inventing none of that stuff because they'd still be in Africa.
Yes, that's it'd be.
Damn. Yeah,
I
guess I'll take the white man so-called colonization. You know what I'm saying? Only because I like my air conditioning. I like my.
Don't be all bitter about it. Don't be all righteous and indignant about it.
Hey man, it was a hard call, a tough choice, Hood. I mean, shit. I like the luxuries of today. I ain't gonna lie.
That this is a hard question says everything I need to know. Like, this is not a hard
difficult question, right?
Yes.
We won't have to worry about diseases from y'all motherfuckers. We won't have to worry about wars.
Have to live around white people or have clean water. It's a really hard fucking question. Oh, that's so crazy.
I mean, we could find a way to go ahead and clean our water, but the whole
no, you can't. You need Mr. Beast to go over and do it for them in Africa. Come on.
Fucking Mr. Beast had to go over there and build what, like 30 wells or something like that, and they still don't have clean fucking water, bro.
We are not them type of people though. I mean, you gotta give us some leeway. We are like about 80 points on the IQ scale higher than them people. You know what I'm saying?
Not 80 points. You're about 5 or 6.
Thanks to all the things you are higher than you know what you're higher than those people. Thanks to all of the things white Americans provided.
But the thing is though, them African booty scratchers over there. Them African booty scratchers over there, they have a negative IQ. See, at least the ones in America is about 85. I mean, still kind of low, but we could work with that. Them motherfuckers over there, man, no. Especially the ones with the fly stuff on them, no.
Think about all the interbreeding between the races. That doesn't exist now. So you're back to standard IQ.
You're back to like 75 IQ.
Yeah.
No, because I mean, even if I take the argument and go into like Wyoming and West Virginia with the white hillbillies and the Appalachians and stuff like that, y'all, that's still the same course. I mean, it's still negative IQ. Incest is rampant high in the trailer parks and Appalachian area. So I mean,
that's all of Europe. Is that all of Europe?
I would trust a hillbilly in Appalachia to rebuild my motor before I would a YN in the inner city.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, bro, if the lights go out, the Appalachians are gonna be better off than the Brooklynites. I'm telling you.
You do realize.
What about the ones in South Dakota though, man? You trust them motherfuckers, man? In Middle America,
you do realize that our hillbillies have like an average 90 IQ, right? Our lower class people have an average 90 IQ. You understand that, right?
I don't believe that. I really.
No.
Why bring up IQ if this is easily proven via IQ?
That is why Zizek got kicked out of the whole Trump circle, because he made some really fucking stupid comments about the lack of intellectual capacity and IQ among the average working class. Meanwhile, the average American IQ is like 20 times high. I mean, the average, like, what would we call it, the rednecks and shit, the Hicks are still 20 points higher than the fucking Indians. And so, like, the idea that somehow the lights go off and they'll forget how to find water. No, I promise you, they know where the water is and they know how to clean it up.
The majority of the Hicks and the Hillbillies are like Forrest Gump, though, hood. You know, Forrest Gump, he was barely at the retardation line, bro. And that's what was that? What, 75 IQ? Yo, bro, I can assure you that West Virginia, all the way to Wyoming, Montana, all the way with them white folks. Nah, bro.
I would still trust Forrest Gump, bro. I would still deal with Forrest. You don't even understand. You don't even understand, like, the comparison you just made. I would take Forrest and Gump any day. There's a reason why everybody loves Forrest Gump.
Still, though. I'm with you on that one, Hood, and the reason being is this. It's like, even when you say the Appalachian people and so forth, and then when Vivek made his comment and everything, I don't recall the Appalachian people ever trashing their own rivers and stuff.
Yeah. You guys realize
Appalachia is clean and beautiful.
Do you guys realize 75 IQ is only 5 IQ points above retardation? 70 IQ is the legal definition of retarded.
Yes.
So think about that.
See, that's just the right man's definition. You don't know what real retardation looks like.
There is entire populations in Africa that are at the retardation level via IQ. Entire populations.
Yeah.
They built entire populations and culture off of a retarded IQ. And by the way,
a prime example is everyone in Canada. The Canadians are all retarded.
Yeah. By the way, all the blacks in the comments saying, "Oh, here we go. Whites bringing up IQ." Whites did not bring up IQ in this conversation. Fun fact. It was brought up by black.
It was me. I brought it up. I mean, I was trying to take it somewhere, but I fucked up to the blacks. We take this L. It is what it is, but it made for good content. This is content farming. So how do you all feel about the civil rights era? Like, what are your thoughts on? It was a lie. It was all. Hey, look, it was a lie. I was asking the white people. Oh, okay.
Yeah, y'all should have chose Malcolm X and not Dr. King.
That's a fact.
You guys chose the wrong person. Malcolm X was actually a good person. He would spend literally hours and hours on the phone with his wife. He legitimately believed and preached and believed in what he thought was right for the black community. I think it was right. Dr. King was a rapist and a sexual degenerate and did not believe in God, and he was a Marxist, and you guys chose wrong. Now, do I think that that might have been... What's up?
Yesterday, I was on a panel, and I had to take the link because the title alone. They said Charlie Kirk and George Floyd are in heaven together. Now,
yeah, I saw that stream.
The person who made that title is not a person of faith, as we understand it. They are some other shit. So I had to come up there and like set it straight. But that's kind of how people are looking at it. Like, well, they both are the same guy, right? They had the same birthday. That means they're the same person equally, right? They're both morally valuable, right? And it's amazing the lack of moral clarity that we have at this point.
They were both fathers.
I mean, yeah, both was father. Yeah.
In the words of George Floyd, this generation is truly lost, man. George Floyd put a gun to a pregnant woman's stomach.
Kirk did the same with his words to transgenders.
Oh man!
Oh my God!
Words of violence.
Think of all the birthing people that he harmed with his words. All the birthing people in this country were terrified of his words, yo.
The birthing people. I hate this. Bro.
Hey, you know, Groiper just said, Uncle H isn't on Epstein's list. Just saying.
Right.
It's like when you compare the two, it's like it was obvious that Kirk's words did more damage to more people.
SKC.
Hey, did you watch the Destiny thing though the other day on Pierce Morgan? Man, he came completely unhinged. Holy shit!
Destiny
I tried to watch Destiny.
Man.
I cannot. You know how?
Dude, he disgusts me.
I can't do it.
He's got the most punchable face on the planet.
When I go on the Chitlin circuit and you guys are like, "Oh, I can't do it. I don't know how you do it, Hood." That's how I feel about Destiny, bro. I don't think I could talk to that guy.
I think he's trying to get some points off him.
Honestly, a Destiny versus Andrew Wilson fight would be amazing. I would definitely front money for that. Just let him duke it out.
Destiny, Andrew Wilson. I got money on Andrew.
I got money on Andrew. Hell yeah. Everybody's got money on Andrew. But
okay. So
I would love to see.
So to you guys, which one is worse, Destiny or Hassan?
Ooh,
Hassan.
I would say Destiny because I'm more ashamed of Destiny than I'm ashamed of Hassan.
Not Hassan, bro.
I think they're both. I personally think they're both equally pieces of shit.
You talking about Hassan?
They are both equally pieces of shit. But you gotta think about Hassan, right? Hassan is a supposed socialist. But he literally lives in like $1 million mansion. He keeps all of his wealth from his streams. He does not redistribute shit. He is like an armchair socialist. At least Destiny is like appears to be middle class-ish. You know what I mean?
But Destiny,
but he blew off Nick Fuentes.
He did not blow up. He did not blow Nick Fuentes. That wasn't Nick Fuentes' stick.
Hassan Piker just
I don't know about that, man.
That was not Nick Fuentes' cock.
Yeah.
We're not.
I'm still going to say it was, even if it wasn't.
Hassan Piker lost his Twitch account.
I'm still going to post this information, even if I know it's not true.
That's a fact, sir.
The reason why I say Destiny is because Hassan Piker just got labeled like pedophile and basically the government's going after him, so he's going to go to jail soon. And
but Destiny's under the same investigation right now for engaging in having sexual discussions and texts that he showed on one of his streams that he had with a fucking 13-year-old.
I'm just predicting the fact that
Destiny's worse.
The fact that Hassan is losing his channel, he's losing his influence eventually. Like over time, he's going to lose his influence. Destiny has not got channel banned yet, and that's the fact why I picked he's worse. Because Destiny, in my opinion, is more deranged, more pedophilic, more of a terrible person.
Okay, maybe I should revamp the question then. and
Okay.
and you guys let me know. Who would you not want to have the nuclear codes?
Either one of them.
No, if you had to choose one, yeah, he's your president. And
That's a fucked up, dude. That's a fucked up choice.
Which one would you say?
Now you're asking me to fucking vote for fucking Kamala Harris again, a fake black woman?
I'm just saying it's a
Evelyn Gibson next.
Destiny would probably.
I would rather give Kamala Harris the fucking nuke codes.
But you have one or two. Which
All
one?
right,
Which one is POTUS?
I would give it to Hassan Piker because Destiny would purposely target right areas and drop nukes on right because
I think Destiny would nuke America.
Yeah, Destiny would nuke America. Hassan would just be broco in it. Like Destiny is so deranged and so vile against the right. He's actually said, "I'm okay with killing the right with people." So he would nuke their own cities to get rid of white people and all the other conservatives to make sure that the left always wins. He's more evil in my eyes.
Let's say you, Bumpkin. Who is POTUS?
I can't make that decision. They're both equally as bad. Can I do a quick third option? How about we just make Nick Fuentes, give him the nukes, because at least we know where he's going to nuke.
I refuse to engage in the conversation.
Yeah, I'm giving him the nuke because I know where two nukes are immediately dropping.
Well, that got dark.
I think
Who would you get? I want to know who SKC would give it to.
The solution is to have them fight to the death for the rights to the nuclear launch codes.
Oh, Hassan's winning.
Yeah, whoever wants it most. We're just gonna go straight up old school.
No,
Hassan is definitely beating the shit out of Destiny.
Well, I don't know. I don't think Destiny would fight fair. He would obviously bring some sort of weapon or something. Because he doesn't believe in any sort of morality or honor.
In Destiny, he'd probably have a dildo up his ass, and he'd probably
it has a knife in it.
But who would you give the codes to, SKC?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not white.
You don't have to be white. We want your choice.
This is supposed to be a conversation amongst white people.
Oh, so now all of a sudden blacks don't want to be involved in the decision.
This is Charlie Kirk week.
Is it Hassan Piker? Isn't he Arab? Is that considered white?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if Arab is necessarily white, but
I mean, he's
Arab is not white.
Yeah, I would consider that Asian.
That'd be the same thing as calling actually it's a little bit more extreme. That'd be the same thing as calling
small hats white
or small hats white, mulattoes white.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hassan Piker's not white. Don't put that juju on us.
He said, "Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby."
It's true. Don't put that evil.
Oh my goodness. Okay,
Egyptian women are pretty hot though.
Yeah.
5.
I'm just saying, man. I've seen some pretty sexy ones.
Someone said Hassan is Turkish. Sunrise Grouper said Hassan is Turkish. That checks.
That explains a lot.
He is Turkish. They don't believe in the Armenian genocide, just like his uncle.
No one believes in the Armenian.
Oh yeah, that's right. Chankin is uncle, ain't he?
Yeah.
I mean, they're openly allowed to deny genocides. White people are not.
Yeah, we got that memo a long time ago.
Yeah, buddy.
So then, what if I gave you guys a third option?
All right.
I'm not. I'm getting off the train.
What's the third option?
I'll bite. What's the third option?
Milo.
Yeah.
Oh, give it to Milo.
They're all gay.
They're all gay, but might as well give it to someone that, maybe nuked England, for God's sake. You know what I mean? I don't care.
So you would give it to Milo?
Yeah, I'd give it to Milo if I had to pick. If you had put a gun to my head and I had to pick, I'd give it to Milo.
I stepped away. What y'all talk about guns and Milo? What y'all talking about?
Yeah, I love how you picked Milo and the other two just dropped.
Yeah.
Y'all know what the hell? for a few minutes, go make me some coffee, and everybody gone, man. Just like every party I go to. Just like every party I go to.
You bring up Milo, and they're just like, "Peace, I'm out."
Let me find out Milo's Voldemort on panels and everything. I'm gonna start screaming Milo and see how long panels last from now
on. Oh man. It becomes.
Hey, we got some breaking news. I got a little breaking news. So apparently, someone was just arrested in Louisiana with a rifle and with a long rifle and some ammunition, trying to attack another politician who was anti-grooming, anti-pedophile.
Oh, you don't say. By chance, did they leave a manifesto? Did they have any like any special characters on a rifle or on a magazine? Like,
haven't had a chance to see all that extra stuff. I looked at Twitter for like 2 seconds while I was off the panel.
Okay. So we transgender assassins up 6, regular conservative or even liberal extremist assassins 0. Well, no, actually I gotta get two for Lee Harvey Oswald and all the rest, but they still behind. They still behind. So.
What is this story that I've been hearing about?
Go ahead, Bumpkin.
What is this story that I've been hearing about this? Somebody talking about some black student was lynched in Mississippi or something like that.
They say two.
Well, I know about the one so far. It's been determined no foul play, so he looks like he might just be a suicide for whatever reason. But I'm not sure about the other guy yet.
Go ahead, Bandit.
No, I just heard the one that Snowman was saying. He was just saying that the one was a suicide. I don't know about the other one. I haven't heard much from that.
Yeah, I seen that on my Newsbreak app. They said it was like 2 black male individuals that was hung or something like that. Yeah, the first one they said was supposed to be a possible do-it-they-selfer DIY on the DIE. But the other one I haven't heard too much about. You know, that reminds me of that one racist joke I heard a long time ago, but I think it's in bad taste if I say. Matter of fact, what do apples and black people have in common?
Something about falling from trees.
They look good from hanging from trees.
Yeah, strange fruit. I knew you were going there. God damn it.
Yep. But so we got another trans gentleman shooter on the loose.
Well,
and go ahead.
Oh, you got another trans gentleman shooter on the loose?
That's why I mean the one in Louisiana. That's what I'm assuming. I mean, if
I don't know about that much yet. I can't even say all that yet. But yeah, there's somebody else who attempted at least. So they caught him with ammunition and a rifle.
Hey, you know what? I do pose a question. This might be a controversial. It ain't gonna be no Chicago shit. I was want to pose a question since we like to use per capita and schematics. You know, they say black people, mainly black men, despite the fact we only make up like what about 6%, 7% of the population here in America, but allegedly we're responsible for 50% of crimes. Now, what's
Let
the
me stop
percentage?
you right there. Let me stop you right there, because people keep throwing around the crime part, and it's not crime. 1350 is a reference to homicides in particular, not every single crime on the book.
Oh, all right. Let's see, that's specific. And I like how you just did that. Now, I want to pose a question. Now, since the Alphabet Mafia, the Legibbet, the so-called rainbow community, what percentage are they? What's their percentage make up in America? Is that like less than 10%?
Under 1%, probably.
Gay people represent about, we'll just say 3 to 4%. Transgender is like 1/4%. So if you add everything together, I'd say probably between 7 and 10%. 10% being very high. That's a very good estimate.
So with
you even overshot your own estimate. You're looking at 6 or 7 if you buy your numbers, Bandit.
Yeah. Well, I was just
be
trying to think
6
around.
tops. Yeah.
All right.
So with these numbers, now hear me out, y'all. Hear me out. With these numbers, wouldn't that make this particular group the most violent? Since they are low percentage, but they have caused the most heinous amounts of crime within the last 6 years, if I'm just being politically correct.
Heinous crime, what you would have to say assassination. So if you want to get the stat right, the stat would be what group of people have the most assassination attempts would be that group. If you're going to say capital murder, you'd say African American. So that's how you'd have to label the stat. But yes,
and I do think that was I know I've heard people say it before, but what Kirk was bringing up about the gang violence and the shootings and so forth, because why aren't gangs listed as mass shooting situations?
They are technically by definition, but when it comes to the conversation of mass shootings, it's always talked about as if it's white guys walking into a school. But when you just run it by the numerical definition, that's just happening in Chicago all the time, like the 52 we had last week or 2 weeks ago.
Right, but by that definition, then it would be no comparison. Everybody would be able to state that the most by far mass shooters in America are black people.
Well, this is what I would say. The reason why they don't call it a mass shooting is because if they call it a mass shooting, it would be posted on a map and real estate markets would tank because you would have mass shootings all over the cities. It would tank the real estate market even worse than what it is. That's my understanding why they don't call it mass shootings, because
never thought of that.
Situation a lot worse for inner cities, because if you would say it was a mass murder, if we were calling these groups mass murders and we said, okay, 8th Street from 8th Street to 34th Street has, per year 15 mass shootings, that would kill the real estate market in that area, and that would just make crime worse.
No, it kind of sounds like, when people talk about systemic racism, and I always make the argument that the opposite is true. And this is more evidence that the system actually works to cover up the truth for the sake of protecting itself.
Yes.
So the system will cover up the raw truth and the raw data about black crime, because that would actually harm the system that has been profiting on hiding black crime.
I mean,
well, I think that goes along with another argument about that I've been hearing a lot about why a lot of the cities do not want the National Guard to come in is due to, if the National Guard fixes the crime problem, then they won't get all of the Fed money initiatives for crime programs that they have in place that they skim off of anyway.
Yeah, it's the same way. It's the same reason why schools don't get better, because they need the funding. So they purposely make them worse, because that's how our funding system works. The crappier the school, the more money.
Give me the money for I would do. Give me the money.
And real quick, another reason why, if you want to look at mass shootings, why they're not listed, I personally think that if there was more mass shootings in areas and it was more on the public eye, I think, to be honest with you, I think racism would be a lot worse. Because if you were so on the media every day, oh, there's another mass shooting. Oh, there's two options that happen. You either become radical and say, I'm not putting up with this shit anymore, or the other option is you become apathetic and you say, oh, it's just another shooting. We already know who's doing it. They're saying on the news it's just another mass shooting, and then it's just going to make things.
I would actually raise the bar a bit, Bandit. I think you're right, but about the wrong type of situation. If the media were honest about the interracial crime rates, right now, black folk literally believe that white people are more statistically violent, and that white crime directed at black people is way more of a threat than black crime directed at white people. And that's largely the media's blame. So I think if the media were to be honest about that kind of thing, you see houses get burned down and shit like that.
Well, that's already kind of been proven though, Hood, because when we looked at that report, what was that in San Francisco and other transit authorities, where they stated that they didn't want to produce all of the footage that they have because they felt that it would basically increase racism.
Yeah, yes, if you see the video, it'll make you racist. Can you imagine such a thing?
Well, here's another thing to think about. If they kept showing the crime on trains, like Philly, just for example, they're one of the most expensive inner city transit systems in the country. They upped their rates by 27% because of the strike. If now I'm going to go on the train and it's not going to be safe, no one's going to be using the train. It's going to be even more expensive. And now pull the transit system out of the neighborhood. How do people go see jobs? How do people do things then at that point? You're talking
right.
like killing the lifeblood of a city by killing the transit. And
look at the yeah.
This is a stat that Charlie Kirk should have used. If you would have fixed the 10 highest crime cities in America, you wipe those crimes away, all those shooting deaths away, United States becomes the safest gun country on the planet. We're more safer than England or any other European country if you take the 10 worst crime cities away. And it's just
Bandit. Let me drop the hammer for you. You're far too kind, Bandit. If you take guns from niggas, America becomes as safe as Singapore.
That's true, but I'm saying if you take all the guns away, the gun fatalities from Philadelphia, Chicago, LA, Boston, I can't name all the 10, San Fran. If you name all the cities that have the
Atlanta,
worst,
San Fran, Philadelphia, DC, Houston, Memphis is actually the last top 10 out of the top 10. Go figure. All right, yeah.
But if you take those away, we have like 7 per like 100,000 gun deaths, which is like better than Europe. So that's the conversation Charlie Kirk should have had, because then they would stop killing themselves over crime.
Kirk is too polite.
I know.
Kirk is far too polite for that. And that was what we were talking about the other day right after it happened. It's like, I mean, if you hated him for his racism, you should see what this other guy's saying about you guys. Like, Jesus Christ, Charlie Kirk was not the racist.
And I said from the start, this is advanced darkness. This is Heart of Darkness. This is the jungle drum. This is the fertility goddess of chaos. They're literally going to eat your balls. They're going to cut your fucking nuts off and eat them.
Whoa, what? They're gonna what?
My bad. The top 10 most populous cities in America are as follow. New York.
Not populous. You want gun violence, not populous. We don't.
Oh, gun violence. My bad.
Okay.
You know, another thing that Kirk brought up, I saw a while back was I don't know if you remember where he talked about the Douglas Academy High School in I think that's in Chicago.
Douglas Academy.
Yeah, they spent this last year. They spent $93,000 per student, and still there's not a single 11th grade student that is on reading or math proficiency.
So
check this out.
I asked this question as a thought exercise and also be a dick, but like, how much money does it take to learn how to read?
Apparently over $93,000. I mean, think about this. Say just easy numbers. Say we just pick a city of 1 million people and you're charging $100,000. So it's 100. That's what, $1 billion? 1,000 million? Yeah. So you're looking at $1 billion. Okay. So say, or maybe it's 10 billion. I don't have a calculator with me right now, but we'll just say it's easy numbers. It's $1 billion. What $1 billion a year that they're just like taking a lighter to and lighting on fire? Could you imagine what a city could do with $1 billion? I'm just saying, like I don't think people realize the cost of education is draining the city's budget to the point where it can't survive. Like, you keep dumping more money at this issue, and you're starving the city from fire, police, basic functions. The cities are falling apart, and we're spending all this money on education that's netting us it'd be different if it was netting us some positive gains, but it's getting worse. We're throwing more and more money at it, and it's getting worse and worse. So at what point do you just say you got to cut your losses because we can't afford it? I mean, America's a rich country, but we can only afford so much.
Hey, Bandit. So I did the numbers, right? You know, I'm a numbers kind of guy, right? So it's I rounded up the number to $94,000 for the per student, and it's over 325,000 and 305 students as far as the 2024-2025 school year. With that number, it came out to be $30.5 billion.
Okay, so what can a city do with $35 billion?
30.5.
Okay, so
you could man an what do you call it? An aircraft carrier.
No, you guys aren't thinking about this. $35 million invested at
30.5.
Okay, 30.5. $30 billion. If you invest it and earn 1% interest, that would be $300 million a year.
That's right.
That literally means that you could pay every person in that city $1,000. You could pay for reparations in that regard. You literally, let's put this in those terms. You're basically robbing reparations payments by funding schools
through the Democrats, the people that was against slavery.
I'm just putting that out there. Like, you realize that's like a $10,000 check every single year for every single family member. Every single family would get like $10,000.
So that would be like UBI. Are you trying to say that would be like UBI right there, Bandit?
It could be. I'm just saying it could be. That's the cost that people don't realize. It's the opportunity cost. I'm spending all this money that's going nowhere when I could put it into like an investment, earn money, and then pay out my citizens or fix this. I mean, could you imagine? That's what they do in Alaska. Every single oil, every single bit of oil that comes out of Alaska, every person that lives in Alaska gets a dividend check. It's how they decide to do things. So you get money for living in Alaska. Mm-hmm. Not much, but you get a check. Now, I'm just saying that.
Look at the but there's like nothing in Alaska worth buying though, so it's kind of a wash.
I'm it's to prove a point here. You literally could have reparations if you defunded the schools. Ooh. I'm just using that logic. Just think about that.
So so let me hear this right, Bandit. Mm-hmm. You say that the average American will be able to at least live a head above water if we just go ahead and take away the educational futures of.
I mean, I just assumed 1% interest. 1% interest is nothing. The average stock market gets 10% interest. I was understating this. So if you take $30 billion and times it by 1.10, what do you get?
You said times it.
Math hurts. Math hurts. Hurts our brains. We're all black here, Bandit.
I'm swarthy, mind you. Excuse me, sir. I'm swarthy. I had gave up that black designation in 2020 when the niggers and the blacks hold hands and destroyed my neighborhood of Inglewood, which was already fucked up for George Floyd. So I had to go ahead and separate.
These are really big numbers too. You have to speak a little slower.
If you could do this for us, Bandit, convert it into Jordans.
Give me a second. Let me do the math. And then I'll convert to Jordan. Hold on.
I was talking about weed when you said that. Damn it. You'll be ahead all night counting numbers, bro. You bogus as
hell. And then if you could put a rap beat to it.
100 of Jordan 5s at an interest rate of 3 Air Maxes a year.
Give me what a Jordan cost. I'm dead serious. I'll do it right now.
30.
What? How much is a pair of Jordans?
$230.
Okay, thank you. That's 168,347,826 Jordans.
God damn.
Bro, you know how many? That's enough Jordans for an army.
Bro, that's enough Jordans to go ahead and put on them ashy foot motherfuckers over there in Africa.
So basically,
that's enough Jordans for my closet. But
basically what he's saying that would be half of America would have Jordans.
All right, and give you guys an idea. There's 300 million people. We'll just easy numbers. We'll just say 350 million Americans. That's basically one Jordan for every person in America.
So wait, if
One
you,
Jordan.
let me understand. Let me understand this. I want to see if I got this right.
You already niggified before you on hood.
If we stop teaching niggas how to read unsuccessfully, we could all be super fresh to death for the rest of our lives.
Correct.
Damn.
Well,
we just had a breakthrough.
Well, just to give you an idea, if you would times his number by 10%, that's 3.872 to the power of 10, which is what 3.8 billion that you're going to then be able to divide by how many people that live in that city. So you're talking like $100,000 check per family. That's the real cost.
Wait. Now, when you say
a little bit non sequitur, but I want to.
What I'm saying is,
I want you to tell me if I'm wrong about this. Bandit, you're doing an exercise in some mathematics, right? Not math, but arithmetic, right? And it occurred to me, there's a link between being mathematically proficient and being politically right-wing. It would seem that the more you understand numerical realities, the further to the right you would slide.
Correct.
You know, there was a show Hood where I think it was Tiffany Cross that was on there, and she confessed that she couldn't pass math in in high school, and that because she was trying to give an argument for DEI and some sort of alternative learning of getting points for real world things and all of that. And she said that her teacher gave her extra credit for doing things around the classroom.
Oh, you can't make this.
Can't
Was
make
it a
that
male
Not
or
a
female
surprise.
teacher?
No, but the beautiful thing about the entire conversation is that this was in the backdrop of having a conversation about tariffs. It's like, you can't pass math, but you want to sit on TV and talk to people about economic policy.
Real quick, I want to put this in retrospect. If we set, for example, Mister, what city was that you got the numbers from? What city was that?
That was Chicago.
Okay, so basically, I'll put this in real terms, really easy. If you did 100, if you earn, this would be the average amount of money per household in America. If you would sacrifice Chicago, I'm just putting this out there. Sacrifice Chicago, you could literally have a 50,000 check for every family in America.
And man, look, don't give these so-called people in Washington no damn ideas. I don't want no occupation in Chicago.
We're talking
I
about.
mean, is Chicago really that big of a sacrifice when we're talking about being fresh to death for eternity?
Yeah, just think about that. That's
look, we got the best food in the
I
country.
mean,
that's
really, come on, bro.
You messing it
that's
up.
like-
Look, you can't
that's
take
like
out Chicago.
15,000 Jordans per family. So you're
I
looking
get
at.
that.
Are you on the
Would
sacrifice?
you
Jordan?
deny that many Jordans to that many people for goddamn Chicago, brother?
Hood, look, I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to save y'all lives. Look, Chicago's known for the food, bro. You cannot get rid of Chicago. You can get rid of the violence in Chicago, but you cannot get rid of the food, bro. So
we're not talking about hot dogs and pizza. We're talking about Jordans. And I'm just saying,
Jordan.
that's a lot of Jordans, right? You don't want to sacrifice a little city. You don't want to sacrifice a little town like Chicago for all these Jordans, bro.
Hey, listen here, goddammit. Look, you cannot get rid of no damn deep dish. You cannot get rid of the damn Chicago hot dog with no damn ketchup, only mustard and relish. You know what I'm saying? You cannot get rid of
they'll make pizza in Detroit.
Can't get rid of Harold's. Look, bro, I'll go ahead and rate. I'll take look, keep my Chicago out of this, and I'll give you New Orleans and Memphis, and we got the deal.
We're gonna move all the niggas to Gary, Indiana. Yeah. Listen, we're gonna move all the Chicago niggas to Gary, Indiana, and everybody gets Jordans.
There won't be no Indianimals. No, we got our own flavor. Our own no Indianimals, bro. No,
but I want my damn Jordan. So this is a classic, like this is communism. We're explaining it in simple Jordan's terms.
Hey, mystery nigga, will you stay your ass in the chat?
I'm sacrifice Chicago to get my Jordans. That's communism. There you go. We explained it. I want my Jordans. I'm sacrificing Chicago for my Jordans.
Now, Bandit. Let me break this down. Are you saying this is one pair of Jordans per person, or are we on like an unlimited supply of Jordans? Like when you buy when you buy a stock, some stocks pay a dividend. So can we get a dividend in Jordans?
This is better. This is Jordans every year. I did 1%. Remember?
That's what I mean. Jordans every year, so it's like a dividend. It's like it pays off like a salary. Yeah, great. Chicago is more than worth it.
Yes, and put it this way: if you would take that money and just reinvest it, literally, you could fix the problem without spending. You would have so many Jordans that you wouldn't know what to do with them, and then maybe you could take those Jordans and then teach education with the Jordans.
You could invest in Jordans and live on Jordan interest, bro. It's like a free throw every month.
Yes, you're getting it now.
Carry on. Hey, highlight him. I like this right here. See, it wasn't for Chicago, there won't be no fucking Jordan. How about that?
Fine, then they would be birds. Then we would be wearing birds.
Listen. We can do Air Max. Listen, my favorite sneakers are Air Maxes, so like I'm not really partial to Jordans anyway. We can do this all in Air Max, and they're way cheaper, so you can get a lot more bang for your buck.
I mean, I think the white conversion would be the Airwalks or to like Crocs.
Well, listen, we don't want goddamn Vans, all right? I will let Chicago rage for 1,000 years if all you're gonna put on the table is Vans, bro.
Check this out. Every motherfucker up here like them black and white pattern leather Jordans. I don't care if it's your grandmama, your so-called auntie, your uncles, and all them. Everybody, even the little kids that's coming out the coochie snatcher right now, they want a pair of them motherfuckers right there. I think they're the number 12. Look, bro, y'all can't knock.
But
I know you got your love for Chicago and all, but I just Brooklyn to Chicago. I gotta tell you, for 3 pairs of Air Max, I would sell y'all niggas out, bro. I just want you to know that, bottom of my heart. I just gotta tell you.
What I'm trying to get at is the fact that I'm willing to sacrifice Chicago and I don't live in Chicago for Jordans is communism. The fact that you're saying I don't want Jordans, I want to live in Chicago, that's libertarianism. So
I am a libertarian, so I mean,
we're actually making progress here with Jordan. I'm liking this. Like, I got to really think about this.
Yeah, FKC gave us a great platform. We have to learn how to convert a lot of these high-minded political theories into Jordans.
Yeah, we can call it Jordan economics. I'm down.
Jordanomics. Right.
I'm willing to do the math.
Damn, you want to bring the Mexican mice in the gas? Hey, man, vegetarian, man, F you, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, all right, so look, we can make a fair trade. Okay, now look, you could rock the Mexican mics as long as you leave Chicago alone. They just as good. They just as nice.
So
you nigga trying to sell us counterfeit Jordans. You see why Chicago got to go, bro?
No.
You see why Chicago is on the map right now? It's on the table right now just because of that.
So, Mister, when we can explain currency exchange. If you have Jordans and I want Airwalks, I'm willing to give you like 2.5 Airwalks for 1 pair of Jordans. There, I just explained currency exchange. Like,
yeah,
we could do this. I mean, I'm down. If you want to have me up and we could do a whole panel on this, I'm 100% down.
We could do this on Sunday. And Cool Kamasi, if you in the chat too, we could go ahead and do a stream on the generations. We could tie it together.
Yeah,
we're running a live experiment here, but the math seems to be sound, and I get the feeling you're really crunching numbers on your end, Bandit. So I'm taking you at your word here. But the math does kind of it feels truthy, it feels about right.
But the thing is, when you start talking ridiculous numbers, like numbers that end in B and T, like I want you to think about this. A million, what was it? 1 million seconds is like 20 days, and 1 billion seconds is like 27 years. Like, I don't think people realize like 1 billion of something. I don't think people can wrap their heads around what that looks like. So the fact that these numbers are so big is why most people go, oh my God, it's just dollars. $1 billion means nothing. When you really think about what 1 billion of something is, it gets insane. Like another prime is that the whole entire amount of gold on the planet will only fit in like 7 Olympic pools. Like that's the whole entire planet's worth of gold. So it's kind of nice to put things in perspective. Like there's not a lot of stuff out there. So like a billion of something is a lot. So if I can explain that in Jordans, it might be like if you put one Jordan on end to end, it would probably cross the planet like multiple times. I'm talking like maybe several hundred times across the planet of Jordans. You literally can make.
SKC says for really big numbers, we could convert it to Lambos.
Okay. Nah, man, go back to SKC other comment, man. Go back to SKC's role. He said you turn gang do history from a gang lens and do math by Jordan.
That's a sequel to Jordan Economics. It's going to be gang culture throughout the centuries. That's part 2. We're going to make a whole.
This is all under the umbrella of community anthropology. It's like a whole field of study and research.
This is the actual curriculum. We're going
to call this SKC Hood Conservative University, and we're going to have lessons. And the first lesson is Jordan Economics. The second lesson is gang culture throughout the history, and the third lesson is going to be community AAVE.
And you know it's a great school because the math teacher's white.
Junior college. If you want to go ahead and save on your first 2 years, I'll go ahead and get you right before I send you to SKC and Hood Service to do my junior college.
But I mean, like I said, I'll start doing the numbers if you want. But I'm just like, when you talk about opportunity cost, which is basically it's giving up something for something else. If I take an action, what am I giving up to do that action? Everybody knows what an opportunity cost. It's like I could save money or I can buy a pair of Jordans. Okay, that's an opportunity cost.
All right, so slow down, white man. I don't think everybody knows what it is. Thank you for explaining, but that in and of itself is a problematic assumption. Like people who spend a vast majority of time talking about the intricacies of American racism and how to get a batch, they're really not well versed in opportunity cost, you know?
That's fair. Okay, so an opportunity cost would be if I have a pair of Jordans and then I got an extra pair of Jordans, and if I decide to give, my best friend a pair of Jordans instead of using them, that's an opportunity cost. Now I can't use
that's write-off, right? That's a write-off, right?
No, that's not a write-off. No, how's this? If I steal my friend's Jordans and then sell them on the market, I can make money that way. But if I go in and sell meth instead and make more money, that's an opportunity cost because now I can't sell meth and steal shoes at the same time. I have to pick one. That's an opportunity cost.
Tell that to a person in Albuquerque, New Mexico, at a Foot Locker right now. Somebody can't.
So what I'm hearing is, based on something like opportunity cost, I would have to select the action that has an opportunity cost that actually pays off greater than the action that I do not select. So I have to select for the higher opportunity cost. If I can only do one thing that pays off, I have to go for the thing that pays off the most.
And that lesson right there is how rich people get richer and poor people get poorer. That is basically the diamond bit of information that will make you rich. The more times that you go in and make better decisions for your life, better opportunity cost, the better your life's going to be. Now, if you do the flip side, if you make crappier decisions, the more crappier decisions you make, the crappier your life's going to be. That's the life lesson right there. You make better decisions, the more money you're going to make, the better you're going to be off.
Just say boomers. Bandit, just say boomers next time.
I don't know, Bandit. Something about this feels racist, and I can't put my finger on it yet.
Well, I'm just trying
to
put it in realistic terms. I mean, we can talk about it in shoe terms. We can talk about it in housing project terms. What do you want me to use? Well, I will do the research.
Yeah. I was totally comfortable talking about Jordans, but something about opportunity cost. I started to get nervous again. It was weird.
No. I think he started growing some like.
You in the car now?
Did something happen? Do you feel a little weird? Like, is it unnatural? Is it like stepping? Is it like putting your foot in like a puddle or something? Like you don't feel like you should be doing that?
Can we apply opportunity cost to get in the batch?
Oh, no, we could no, yes. That's the best way we can explain it. So if I have like one girl on the side and I have another girl on the side and I can only screw one of them at once because one's at one party and the other girl's at the other party. Now the one girl has an STD, but the other one doesn't, but I don't know that yet. So if I pick the one that doesn't have an STD, the chances of me having more sex in the future is a lot higher. So that's a better opportunity cost for me. Does that make sense?
That got so layered. Am I getting some pussy or not, bro? Like, can you just give me the cheat code?
It's not about you're weighing current pussy and future pussy. So like if you get an STD, the chances of you getting future pussy is going to go down.
Well, not necessarily. If you live in Atlanta and Houston, that actually might increase your chances.
Dude, there's always exceptions to the rule. All right, we have to speak in general terms here. Atlanta. If you're from Atlanta, that's a whole other breed. We'll have to have a different conversation. But
you're right. My bad. Go ahead, continue.
But if you have to weigh current pussy versus future pussy, and this is what we like to call how savings work. Because if I care about future pussy over current pussy, I can have more pussy in the future. If I just care about current pussy, I'm only going to have one pussy all the time.
Whoa.
That's how interest works.
I feel like I just peeked into a time warp into a different universe. So wait a minute. If I sacrifice coochie today, I can have X plus coochie tomorrow?
Yes. Oh, yes, we're making progress.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. This is white man trickery. This is how the white man conquered knowledge with series of tricknology, just like this. This is how he conquered Africa.
Look, David King said this is critical game theory at play. So we go out to use these numbers and use this logic to go ahead and crack this game.
So
I feel like you just don't want me to get no coochie, white man. This is very clever.
I didn't say you couldn't get coochie. I'm saying if you
I want it now, though. I want it now.
You can have it now. The difference is
and I want it all tomorrow too. I want it now. I want it yesterday, and I want it tomorrow.
Good. Let me explain it to you real quick. If you decide, this is a better example. If you decide to wrap it up, you can have more pussy in the future. But if you don't wrap it up and it feels better this time, your dick's going to fall off. So if you take it where it doesn't
feel... Are we rationing the coochie?
No. We're not rationing. Hear me out.
No.
This is like some communist coochie.
No. If you're willing for it to not feel as good, but still pretty good, and wear a condom, you can have more pussy in the future. But if you have pussy and it feels really good today, your dick's going to fall off and you can never have any more pussy the rest of your life. So that's the thing.
I know that would be bad. That would definitely be bad.
It would definitely be bad. So if you have okay pussy, you can have as much okay pussy in the future. But if you have really good stuff today, you're never going to have pussy ever again. That's the comparison.
I feel like I'm learning so much, but I'm not quite there yet. Because I'm going to get some pussy, goddammit.
No, why? Because, if you get pussy today, that means the girls are going to talk, and then you have more pussy in the future because we know girls talk, and they always like to compare.
That part.
So if you are slinging, if you're slinging and you catch something, you're going to have bad press, and then basically no one's going to want to sleep with you. But if you know how to wrap it, and you don't get anything, and you take her to Pound Town, and it's amazing. She's going to spread the good word, and you're going to have more pussy in the future.
Is it theoretically possible for one to gain compound coochie?
Yes. And know how?
Okay.
You make walk
me through that.
Okay, you make more money. You buy better clothes. You buy better Lambos, and the more Lambos you have, the more girls that want you, and that's how you get compound pussy. So
clothes plus Lambo, better clothes plus Lambo
equals
could theoretically equal compound coochie.
Yes, correct. We're making progress here. So the thing is, if you, and the difference is, it's a limited time. So as you get older, the less pussy you're gonna have in total pussy because there's a trailing off. So if you save today and get the Lambo faster, the faster you get the Lambo, the exponentially more pussy you're going to get in the future.
All right, now I'm going to throw you a curveball.
Okay.
How much coochie does it take to build civilization?
It takes one at a time. It's just you just gotta you gotta represent, and you gotta pass those genes and just tear it up, because you know what, Rome wasn't built in a day. It was built over time, so you got to lay every pipe as best you can.
So you're saying a Genghis Khan method?
Yes, because apparently that DNA stays in that girl for her whole entire life. So guess what? You're laying pipe, and that DNA is going to get passed on.
I'm struggling here for a second. Bandy, all right. Nobody lives in a Khanate.
Okay.
So, like, yeah, his DNA is alive, but his system of things, his civilization, if you were, it died basically with his dick.
Okay. Oh,
so
I'll explain this real quick. Okay.
Okay.
So here's a better way of handling the Jordan situation. If you got multiple Jordans a month, that means you can afford more baby mamas to take your Jordans from you. Okay. So the more Jordans you make, the more baby mamas you can afford. So the government, in theory, is taking Jordans away from you, which is taking away your baby mamas.
You motherfucker! You know, I just realized something though. Here's a problem we haven't really
I can make
thought
this
about.
work.
Jordan inflation.
Well, the thing is, Jordan inflation only works when everybody doesn't want Jordans anymore. And when that happens,
look, it's like you're giving me Jordans, you're also giving her Jordans as well. So she doesn't necessarily, like, my Jordans become slightly less valuable in her eyes because she's already getting Jordans. You see what I mean?
Ooh.
Yeah, but the thing is, Jordans can be used to buy other things than Jordans. Like, you can sell the Jordans and make the Jordans is just the means of exchanging goods. So, like, we get paid in Jordans, but I can pay, I can rip off a piece of my Jordans and buy and use it to buy crack cocaine. Okay. All right. So I can go down the street and give someone my one Jordan, and then they can give me crack in return. So what all a Jordan is a means of exchange. Okay. It's just how we're taking something that we want to buy and making it easier to trade goods between people. Okay.
But she's still gonna need me for crack. All right. Well, there's hope.
There is hope.
Yeah.
So, but back onto the ultimate the ultimate goal of eat, sleep, fight, bust. The more Jordans I have, the more I'm gonna be able to bust. But the more people are gonna want to fight me to prevent me from busting. Okay, so you gotta.
Whoa! You gotta fight over the coochie. You never mentioned that in the previous algorithm.
Well,
hold on. Let me stop you. That's not the question I want to ask you anyway. SKC asked the question. How much does box multiply problems? Like mo box, mo problems. You ever heard that saying? Because I just made it up. You couldn't heard it.
But I have a solution. So if the government keeps giving me money because they're not teaching me education, okay? If I give up education, I get more Jordans, and then I can pay off the baby mamas with the Jordans, so I won't have any more baby mama problems. Okay, so what's really happening here is by the government giving education, they're making my baby mama problems worse.
Right. Damn.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So the government once again is screwing you over because it's inflating the box. So it's costing me more Jordans, and I'm not, and the government's stealing Jordans from me, making it harder for me to earn Jordans. And because of that, the baby mamas feel that
they being
their box is overinflated, and the average guy can't afford. The average guy doesn't have enough Jordans to pay for the box.
You know, I'm starting to think maybe we shouldn't let the women get Jordans. It's just going to screw up the math in the bigger picture.
No.
Do they even need Jordans anyway?
No. We have to convert the Jordans to stilettos. Okay, there's a Jordan.
Same problem. Maybe they just don't need much, because the more you give them, the more perverted the other market metrics get.
Interesting.
Bandit? What happened to Bandit?
God damn it. Bandit's going off. Bandit's looking for Jordans. I guess he'll be back. But no, I think what we kind of did was in a roundabout way get right back to the problem of reparations and inflation and monetary theory and whatnot. Like, it always does go back to the money, honestly. This is why when I've been talking about these problems, I've been pointing out how, you niggas are way too romantic. This isn't about romance, bro. This is about dollars and Jordans.
Bro.
Yeah. Sorry, I got booted, but I gotta go.
Butter,
But
dollars and Jordans. I like this shit.
I just want to. I will table this, but I'm dead serious. Both you guys, we definitely should do a Jordan nomics episode, and then we can really talk about like how I can make this make sense to a lot of people. Because I think
we gotta come back to
headways
this
here. I really think we have something.
How about
good
Sunday on my channel? We do this on my channel on Sunday.
I think here's a great way to look at it. So we started with Chicago and how much money they spent on children just for education per student, right? I wonder, we could actually run this game with different cities and their numbers and see how it stacks out. Like, which would be the best investment to sacrifice for permanent reparations? Jordan's forever.
All right, so you, me, Bandit, and we got to bring SKC and we got to bring Chat GPT. I think we're going to have fun with this shit.
Chat GPT can speed it up, but Chat GPT be stumping some time. I don't trust
No, we
that.
can use Chat GPT for math. That way we
All
can
right,
show
only
them.
math, yeah.
Yeah, but my point is, I think we can make some serious progress, and I think we can explain it to a lot of people. I think, because I could start getting into like really deep conversations that I think I can explain it in a different way, and we can make progress. Because I like where this is going, and
all right,
and I need you two in my court to be like, no, you're not making sense, or I need to explain it better. So
yeah, you always need people to bounce things off because sometimes we might go off the rails or go in a bad direction. I like this. We're going to come back to the Jordanomics argument later on, but it's been a long show. We're at 6.5 hours now.
Yep.
I think I've done my work for the day. So we're going to wrap this up, put this one in the bag. Thank y'all so much for coming out today. And thank you to everybody who supported the show. Thank y'all so much for putting dollars in the hat. Can't do it without the audience. Love you guys so much.
Hey, come on, share your dollar. Give me your dollar. Share your dollar with me. Come on. No, thank you, Hood. We had created 2 new institutions of thought. You know what I'm saying? You got the Hood University. I got the junior college. Also, we created a new curriculum system. We got the what we call it? The critical game theory. You know what I'm saying? We got
Look, we get to the end of the show and Larry L pops up. He wants to fight the Black Revolution. Oh God. It's over, Larry. It's over. We can't right now.
We can take the trillions of an economy and we'll hurt the economy so bad that this will. Sounds good.
Yeah, if you guys are waiting on black folk to lead the revolution, just go home. Just go back home.
Yeah. Take your ball too. Take your ball and go back home.
Yeah, take your ball and go home. Listen, man, it's been fun. It's been a great day. We got to get up out of here. Mr. O, you have a good night. I have things I need to do while I'm in the city, so I will talk to you guys tomorrow maybe. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to hit that like button on your way out, guys. Drop $1 in the collection plate, and don't be afraid of the white boogeyman. He's not that scary.
And I want to understand white rage, and I'm white.
It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done.